Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, for the Big Talk Show, we have a special guest joining us. It is San Relliqeo. Hey, Mr. Football, welcome to the Big Talk Show. Thank you. Pleasure to be here. So, I want to get right into it. For the past couple hours before he came, I've been wondering. It's World Cup season, right? And England just went home a few days ago. We got the final with Argentina and Spain. What are your thoughts? Well, as you know, I've played football my whole life and I've always adored the sport. And I'm happy for the two countries who are amazing at football to come together and show the world who's the best. That's exactly right. And you know what? I'm a USA guy, so I just want to say, what did you think about the Americans' last game in the World Cup? Well, I never see the game. Oh, Jesus. Trust me, San, you're gonna love this. I'll put a clip up for you. Wow, well, it's not good, definitely. I was wondering, if your team did that in a 1992 World Cup where you pretty much put your country on a map, what would you do to that goalie? Maybe I kill him. No, I'm joking. Well, I would be disappointed, but I'm proud. We had the great goalie, and thank God that never happened. And that's another thing. Even with a great team, you can still go home, right? Exactly. Sometimes it's all luck, it's not all skill. Maybe the other team has a player that gets the advantage, a player on your team forgets where their head is, and they score. And you sit there and you wonder if your head maybe is up your ass. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It depends. And I want to get into the first couple of questions I have for you. Of course. What have you been up to lately? How's the family life? I know you retired from football 10 years ago. Yes, well, since I retired, I've been training my boy to play football. I've been traveling the world with my wonderful wife, and I've seen all the sights I've ever wanted to see. Sounds great. I've not got to that stage where I can retire since I only started this show 20 years ago. Well, football is a short but lovely lifespan. I wanted to ask you, what stage did you feel like that's it? I can retire now? Well, I played too much football, too much. I dedicated my life to it, as you know, but I never spent time with family, never. Always football. I had a wife and a baby boy at home, and they acted sometimes like, honestly, they didn't exist just so I could play. And where did that mindset even come from? Well, come from my father, you know. You know the story of my father. I think so, yeah. Your dad pretty much uprooted his life so he can make yours a dream. Exactly. My father, God rest his soul, did everything he could to make sure I could play football. And in the end, that's why I never stopped playing. Never. I always kept thinking, if I stop, I disappoint them. That's it. My life and everything I do up in that moment, nothing. Well, Jesus, and I think you'd be anything but disappointed. You were the first player from your country to really bring a memorable performance at the World Cup. Granted, yes, you didn't win the World Cup, but for a team that's never even seen a World Cup pitch before, you opened those doors to them. And that's why I'm proud of that. Always. I know I've not disappointed my father, but I thought for a long time before that I did. Long time. And what do you think now? He'd be happy with what I ended up doing. I think he'd be happy. And I think he'd be really happy to meet my son and my wife, my beautiful wife. I wish I could have met him. Sounded like a great guy. The best, always. And I know you mentioned your dad a lot and what he did, but what about your mother? Ooh, I not see her in a long time. How long has it been? Jesus, now maybe 30 years. Damn. So, what, she didn't reach out to you after the World Cup? Nope. I not see her since my dad was still alive. Imagine, if she only knew leaving was probably the dumbest decision she ever made. Yes, but maybe what happened. If she never leave, maybe my father, he wouldn't have put his all into making my life the best it's been up to this point. Really? Well, how so? Well, from what I remember, she always shout, argue with him. He wasn't happy when she was there. Only after she go, I see smile on his face for the first time. And I believe that ties in with the journal, if I'm right. Yes, his journal. He started writing that I think after she leave, and he stopped writing the day before he passed away. And that journal literally helped you at the World Cup qualifiers, right? I mean, it got you into the World Cup qualifiers. You did so good. Yes, yes, it did. Wow, I mean, it's crazy what powerful writing can do, huh? Especially from the ones you love. I had to write that down. Yeah, keep it in a notebook or something. Speaking about that, do you have a notebook or journal you keep for your son or for your life in general? I tried before to write my thoughts down, but honestly, I can't do for too long. I get bored. What, bored of yourself? Yeah, I get bored of me. Oh, come on. Who'd get bored of you? Me, I get bored. Seriously, you should write whatever down. Keep it with you. Maybe you can sell it. I don't need more money. I have enough. Oh, I believe that, but you can always get more. No, a reporter, they asked me one time after I tell the story about my father journal, why I didn't sell the journal or copy and sell like a book. And what reason's that? My father, he write it for himself. It was personal. It was about me and about his life. And he's not here for me to ask him about something that is his. That's beautiful. I mean, it's honest. It's human. You can't go around making everything something to sell. Some things they have to be luxury. If I sell my father journal to everybody and they buy, it's not special anymore, you know? Now everybody allowed to read something he write in private. It's not nice. And he write that for himself and for me. I agree. It's it's like if you send a romantic message to a girl, nothing creepy, and then she shared with everyone what you said. Exactly. It's not nice. If my father alive, maybe he would say, "Yeah, yeah, sell it. What are you thinking?" But he's not, and because he's not, it's disrespectful to ask. You know, um, I don't even have a photo with my father. Really? Damn, you're breaking my heart over here, man. He died so long ago now. At the time, we were poor, we don't have anything. Absolutely nothing. And honestly, does it get any easier? I don't know. It definitely has been so long, and I've done so much since that's helped, but easier, no way. Which brings me to ask you, how does it feel not having won a World Cup for your country? Well, I knew this question was coming, but actually, it's okay. I used to think it was very important, but I noticed I enjoyed playing more than competing. Competing makes everybody aggressive, even the fans, but playing, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. And how did the fans treat you when you were qualified? Well, for a few weeks until we didn't make it past the stage in the World Cup. Sorry, my head is spinning. Well, for a few weeks until we didn't make it past a stage in the World Cup, so it was back to hating and calling us crap again. It's weird, huh? Football fans, most deranged people you'll ever meet. I don't understand, honestly. Why they're so aggressive, racist, horrible. I mean, not, okay, not all of them, but most of them. Yeah, I mean, I understand that part is crazy. I never understood it either. And what about your fans for the show? Has there been any guests that come and your fans hate you after for inviting them on? Well, there has been one guest that was a bit of a nuisance for me. Let me guess. Shoot. My wife, she watches your show more than me, honestly. But I remember what you tell me, okay? I remember. Well, hello, Sam's wife. Glad somebody's a fan. Hello, mwah, mwah. Yes. I love you, but no, I'm trying to remember. There's only been a couple that really made thunder. Remember the leader of the band. What's his name? Oh, that one. All right. Blue something. Close enough. The Blue Woos. Yeah, that one. Yeah, well, at the time, obviously, Blue or whatever his name is, I can't even remember for Christ's sake. He was here during a scandal where apparently He abused a lady, or I think honestly with multiple ladies. There was like so many cases against him. It was ridiculous. Piece of shit. Exactly. And I remember at first we didn't want to ask about that because we knew he'd walk off. But I wanted to approach it with an angle of like, well, what if we pretend to be his friend for a little and then ask him? And well, he still walked off, but I managed to get a punch on him outside the studio. Wow, good for you. Yeah, piece of crap got what he deserved. And he was killed, right? Yeah, was like a crazy story for a while. I think it was 2012 or something like that. I was still playing football, and I remember I see the news about some musician, and he get assassinated. Yeah, the killer posed as a fan, then stabbed him in the neck. I mean, yeesh, what a way to go. It's a shame it had to come to that. I mean, jail would have been better, but still, at least he's not hurting anybody anymore. Yeah, the news that came out after was even worse. I honestly, I can't even wrap my head around it. Probably one of the craziest guests I've ever interviewed, if I'm being honest. He acted normal the whole time and promoted his last show. Obviously, we never knew it was his last, but it's crazy. And that was a few weeks before he died, and that he came here. Now, he know your show popular, and he try and make himself look better. Well, at the time, it wasn't exactly so popular. Even now, we're kind of under the radar, but we have loyal fans, and it's nice. Any other crazy guests you have? Yeah, there's been a few, but most are normal, just like you. And I'm curious, did they actually catch the guy who killed Blue? No, I don't think they ever did. Yeah, never, no. They had him in custody, but I think he escaped, so he must have been a real professional. I'm sad to admit, I'm glad he got away. He must have had a good reason to do what he did. Yeah, right? Like, you can only go to a certain point before you mentally just explode. Yeah, but, oh, looking at the time, I need to get going. I have lunch with my son and wife. Oh yeah, yeah. Go spend time with your family. But honestly, I hope to see you again, Sam. I mean, it's been nice. It's been short, but it's been nice. Of course, of course. Good luck with the show, and hope you stay well and your family, everything, and go good. Hey, I didn't ask, but what do you want? Who do you want to win the World Cup? Honestly, I don't mind. Probably, I'm not even going to watch. But I wish the best for who does. Well, great answer. Don't stay, don't pick a team. And that's all. This has been the Big Talk Show with your host, Mark Lee Weathers. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye now.